USPS special agents raided home of QAnon-aligned mail carrier who allegedly hoarded and threw out several bags of undelivered mail. Yet we can't stop the massive mail tampering of DeJoy. So we have Republicans complaining about voter fraud and rigged elections, but as far as I can tell, all of the rigging that has happened so far has been by Republicans. This QAnon guy dumping mail. DeJoy crippling the U.S. Postal Service in order to prevent effective and timely mail-in voting across the country. California GOP deploying fake ballot boxes and refusing a court order to remove them. Republican governors/secretaries blocking early voting, purging rolls, closing polling places in blue counties, and restricting drop boxes to one per district/county. Republican Congress blocking multiple election security bills already passed by Democrats from the House. These bills are stagnating in the huge trash pile of problem-solving legislation under Moscow Mitch's desk. Shorting the census in order to block growth of representation in blue districts. Plans underway in multiple Republican state legislatures to hijack the selection of electors against the will of the people's vote if it looks like Trump is going to lose. Am I missing any other stories of voter suppression or election tampering efforts? As a former Republican, I am horrified by the scope and breadth of corruption that has infested my former party. We Americans who believe in principle and who value integrity in our democracy, irrespective of party alignment, need to vote to clean this festering cancer from our government. Our nation is in a crisis of corruption right now. Forget worrying about advancing the GOP agenda in this term. This is a time for triage. The life of our democracy is at stake. Our democratic privileges are in peril. We the people need to act to purge the Republicans from the executive and the legislature this term so that we can clean up the foreign tampering and enact laws to shore up all the exploited loopholes where the corruption got into the system. After we've removed these tumors, we can look to cleaning up and rebuilding the Republican Party next term. For now, we just need to stem the bleeding. I don't think our country can survive another 4 years of this assault on the integrity of our government. Asterisk, BTW, if you're alarmed like I am, do something. Asterisk. Asterisk vote. Asterisk. Asterisk get your friends and family to vote. Asterisk. Asterisk join a Get Out the Vote campaign, Google that to find some groups doing this work. Asterisk. Asterisk donate against vulnerable red Senate seats. Asterisk. Now is the time for we the people to rise up and come to the defense of our democracy. Fight for it or lose it. Get off that couch. Bet we won't see this article on /r/conservative. The projection is undeniable. They accuse the left of the evil they are doing. Nearly without exception it's been right-leaning people involved with this shit. Republicans are so concerned with fraud from the left and maybe should consider cleaning their own fucking house first. USPS special agents. SEAL Team 6, I bet r/conservative is in a complete uproar over this. Till there are USPS special agents. Right-wingers were so excited to see voter fraud that they decided to do it themselves. Mike Judge is a visionary. We are rapidly becoming a society filled with technological wonders and poorly educated idiots. Wasn't there a Seinfeld episode where Newman was hoarding mail because he didn't feel like delivering it? This is real election fraud. Prosecute these people to the full extent of the law. USPS are the only boys in blue I'll ever support. So what are the thoughts of the Republican senators on this? Just asking for a friend. So far, all the mail fraud and voter fraud has been Republican in nature. Cool. Prove the point by being the problem, then blame the other side. Newman. Republicans can't win by appealing to voters. They rely on cheating. Republicans screaming mail fraud. When they find none, they create it. Why am I not surprised? More conservatives committing fraud. I am shocked, I tell you. Shocked. What predictable scum. It seems as if some Trump voters are committing fraud in order to prove Trump's assertion about the ubiquity of fraud. It's so weird that the people who constantly accuse the other side for doing bad things keep doing the same bad things they're accusing. Oh, must have been a Dem disguised as a good guy trying to bring them down. /S. There's conspiracies going on around here. Commits one. Huh. This canon BS needs to die. How are people so gullible to the dumbest conspiracies? QAnon-aligned. Was waiting for this tidbit to come out. QAnon folks are a special kind of crazy. Guy gets a government-funded job, backed by a labor union, but is right-leaning. Fuck this guy. Yeah, of course the voter fraud is being caused by mega morons. QAnon is really becoming a poison. We're learning a lot in 2020 about the need to protect vulnerable minds from brainwashing like this. Now the question is figuring out the best way to do that. Amazing that the only people committing the fraud are the ones claiming it'll be used against them. Classic projecting. PSA, don't fuck with USPS police. Remember when Brooklyn 99 had an episode making fun of the USPS police? Well, now they are safeguarding democracy and I've never heard of them murdering an unarmed black person. Get fucked NYPD. But you won't hear Republicans calling for their own to be investigated. But that guy who put aside 9 fucking Trump ballots is the real threat. Fuck Republicans. It's time to purge this cult from power. It is rarely a Dem doing this stuff. The Repubs do everything X10 they accuse others of. These stupid pieces of shit. It makes me so angry. I haven't seen a single piece of evidence suggesting that the Democrats are doing stuff like this, but every day I hear about 10 different cases where the Republicans are. They have no morals. At this point it should be obvious that if you don't vote Biden, you're a traitor to America. Wow. In the words of DJ Khaled, and another one. Right-wing extremism. I'm sure Trump will soon tweet about how DeJoy is going to get to the bottom of this. /S. And this is why I'm turning in my requested mail-in ballot to vote early in person. I don't trust anyone. These people are so fucking dumb to be pawns for people who don't care one bit about them, and I really don't feel bad for them. Throw this dickbag behind bars. So this is the strategy. Complain about voter fraud then commit it to prove your point. Republicans, if you don't have a problem to complain about, make a problem you can complain about. If voter fraud didn't exist it would be necessary to invent it, Republicans. Another crazy idiot Trump supporter. What is surprise? Looks like justice. Underscore. Underscore. Dash. Underscore. Was delivered. Funny, so far it's only been right-wing nut jobs and Republicans committing mail fraud. Who woulda thought? QAnon, there's secret agents overthrowing the government. QAnon followers, let's overthrow the government. We have pictures of the terrorists with officials, cannon signs at Trump rallies, but somehow it's the Dems' fault I'm sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but so far all the examples of fraud/tampering with mail ballots we have are perpetrated by conservative-aligned zealots who seem to have decided to counter the fraud that Fox News and other conservative media outlets claim is everywhere by committing election fraud themselves. Am I missing something here? Crazy how the ones screaming fraud are the ones doing the fraud. Repeat the mantra after me. Republicans are only afraid of liberals doing something because they are or will do it. California official ballot collection boxes. Ballots found in trash. Now this, they're just setting the stage to challenge the legitimacy of this election. It's getting ugly and I never in my life thought I would witness such blatantly criminal activities by my president or government in general. I'm actually really getting afraid. These people commit crimes and form conspiracies because they think they're preventing crimes and exposing conspiracies. We fucked up. The internet is the worst thing we've ever created _by far_.